Income tax deadline is drawing near, and that means scammers are working overtime trying to get your money. Shannon Royster talked to a man who says they tried to scam him not once, but twice. Shannon.
And they tried to use scare tactics to get what they wanted. Well, luckily, he heard about those warnings and didn't fall for it.
Come on, bud.
Jack Nelson is enjoying his retirement, spending time on his farm with his wife and their animals. But as he ages,
I think it's an absolute target. We're both in our 70s.
the scams seem to pick up.
About 2 weeks ago, I received a phone call saying that they were an IRS.
He was told there was a pending lawsuit against him.
I asked them what it was all about, and they said that I would need to call them. I would need to call this number that they gave me to find out what the lawsuit was about and how much money I owed.
He didn't do what they asked, but 2 weeks later, they tried again.
I called them back this time. I punched the button and I punched that number, and it went back to them.
The man on the other end of the line asked for his name.
And I said, well, I'm sorry, but I said, I don't know who you are, and I'm reluctant to give out any kind of information. Now, if you have my name, you tell me what my name is, and I can say yes or no. And he said, why don't you just hang up? And he called me a bad word.
Jack told his neighbors, the media, and the authorities.
And I called my sheriff. And he said that they were getting these, but they didn't get involved in them unless there's some kind of a theft or something.
Fortunately, Jack keeps up to date with the latest scams online, so he knows the IRS would first reach out by mail. But he says many of his neighbors don't know what to believe.
A lot of them are in their 80s, and they're worried. They worry about this kind of thing.
So he told them to do what police advise.
They tell you that if you get these calls, just hang up immediately. That's the thing to do.
Now, the IRS will never ask for credit card numbers over the phone, nor ask for a prepaid debit card or wire transfer. Also, if the caller threatens police arrest, that's also a sign that it really isn't the IRS calling. For advice on what you can do if this happens to you, you can find a link to the IRS's webpage by going to ours at newschannel5.com. Rory.
Shannon, thanks. Important information.